fucking much. I went from stoner neckbeard to saloon keeper like that to guy that pilots a riverboat like that. Snap. Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
You gotta show your mom, too.
Yeah, Mom will love it.
You want me to take a little picture of you to send to her?
If you want, sure. Hold on, let me get my Admiral pose.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yes! I finally did it.
Yeah.
Here it is. My bullfrog neck. Look, I'm glad to see that it hasn't all rotted under there. I haven't seen my chin in over 15 years. What have you done? Two coats. I will festoon this place with your guts. Two coats. Your balls are gigantic. What a bold look to try on a whim. I mean, it's facial hair. If I hate it, it'll be back soon. But if I love it, I'm starting to love it. When I first saw it, it was shocking. Shocking. But now, I'm starting to feel like it. Plus, I can feel breeze on my chin. I haven't felt a breeze here. I don't know how long it's been since I had a breeze there. Why? Because I can. Horatio Wilbanks. It's Old West, I know. It's old-timey as fuck. I love it.
You think you'll want to, like, shape the sides more, or do you think the length's good?
Well, I mean, she asked me that, and I told her to leave it long because I can do that.
Yeah.
I can take the length back. I mean, she shaped it up and took like the scragglies out. Your Irishness has increased tenfold. Oh, I lade.
Well, Mom gave it a heart.
She did?
She says she loves it.
I got broads in Atlanta. So far, the feedback is almost entirely positive from the community. Mm-hmm. They're liking Saloon Keeper Paul.
Yeah.
Come out, D. D doesn't know how he feels about it. Like that.
See Cricket's reaction.
Yeah, Cricket hasn't even fucking checked in yet. I'm gonna lay in that jib, but it's not a recliner.
You might need to moisturize the chin.
Moisturize? Is it?
No, it's not looking bad, but I'm just saying, like, it's been shielded for so long.
It has been.
It might need some help.
I think this is actually gonna look cool with a little stubble.
Yeah.
Just a little. It's gonna look even more. Because, like, right now, it's fresh.
But yeah, I'm not saying it looks bad now, but I'm just saying you might need to give it some extra
Give it a little
care.
pampering.
Yeah. As it gets used
This
to
looks
the
kind of
air.
pornographic when I do this. I don't know what it is. This looks like I shouldn't be showing it on YouTube. I like it. I got broads in Atlanta. Oop, where did my fucking grinder go? Brought everything but the grinder. Mom gave it a heart. Mm-hmm. Oh, Mom. Right.
Yeah, you gotta protect the neck.
Protect the neck. Moisturize the neck. It'll take a little getting used to. I'm not used to seeing an Old West saloon keeper. Or, yeah, Stephen Stills. This does look like a Stephen Stills look, doesn't it? Chester Arthur, but cool. Yeah. Does look like Chester Arthur, too. What was he, like, 16th president of the United States or some shit?
21st.
21st. Oh.
He had it way back. Like, he just had...
Oh,
basic
yeah.
sideburns.
He had barely nothing going on, man. He didn't have this. Look at Admiral Burnside. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Admiral Burnside. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Can I notice you? You're noticed. Now get out. Do I play an instrument? The skin flute. Toot toot. All right, I gotta get some fucking shade going over here. It's not even working for me. Okay, there we go.
So protect the neck. You gotta protect it from the sun and the wind and all that until it adjusts to being free. Where you at, Dirty D?
He's right there. Behind you.
I thought it was you wrestling.
Posted up
over
in the
there.
sunny buns.
I thought it was you wrestling over there.
No. I am. Got a monkey on my back, no bathing ape. Funky like a bald-headed monkey. Does it feel real loose like a long-necked goose? My vibe has shifted. Really? Isn't it funny how that works? You get used to seeing yourself a certain way, and people get used to seeing you a certain way, and all of a sudden you've got a whole different vibe just because you got a haircut. Pretty crazy. I guess beards are different, though, because beards become part of your face to people. Mm-hmm. It's like I took a chunk of my face off. Have TJ and Scotty seen? No.
Unless they're watching now.
Unless they're doing it in. I think this is as much of the face as I ever want to see, though. It's good to know that it's okay under there, though. Like, it hasn't turned black and rotted or anything. Everything's good. It's still a face under there. Yeah, dude. As soon as she started shaving it, I felt a breeze on my chin for the first time in 15 years. I was like, oh, shit. It's real. This is happening. This is a thing that happens. God, I look like a dude I want to order a sarsaparilla from. I look like I'm serving up the frostiest mug of sarsaparilla. It's the beautiful green I'm packing. I'm packing grape gas again. Grape gas. You don't look like you're from around these parts, partner. What brings you to our little town? Way out west, there's a fella I'd like to tell you about. I don't need a bandana. I need an admiral's hat. Quick. I need a 1600s British Navy suit tailored to me with an admiral's hat. Quick. Now. I look like the number 7 guy in Stratego. I love it, dude. Y'all folks lost? It don't look like you know where you are. Go on now, get. Did you get a Harley Davidson? Yeah, I had a midlife crisis, so I went out and bought a Harley and shaved my chin. One hand in that pea coat. Yeah. One hand in the pea coat. One downside is it's one more spot for a fly to land. I think I might freak out if a fly lands on my chin, because that would not feel right. Whoa. was a bit shocking at first, to be honest with you.
Oh, die. Oh, squinty.
Oh, D. Don't manifest the chin fly, bro. When it happens, it's going to freak me out. Thank goodness. Yeah, there's not a nunt. I could kind of feel it before, like there's not a nunt under there, but you don't know until you know. The double chin is very prominent, though, but that's always been there. That's a white guilt Paul specialty.
Yeah, I mean, you had a double chin for what, like 30 years or something?
Yeah. May as well let people see it. Now I need a pocket watch. Good point. I need a pocket watch. That's a good point. That's a great point. Say, the train is 14 seconds late. Boulder Dash. Ooh, a monocle? The double chin is definitely a part of the new look. Yeah, it wouldn't work, I don't think, very well without the double chin, to be honest with you. You gotta show a little bit of that fucking rooster under there, you know? A bowler hat. I've always wanted a bowler. Now might be the time to get a bowler. Because, yeah.
Find a thrift shop in a town of old white people.
Yeah, get a bowler.
Yeah. Find a thrift shop of all the old white people shit.
Or like a top hat, maybe even. Yeah. A top hat would look good. The Extraordinary Peanut Man? What? Feel like you're going to bring law and order to an unruly town. I don't know about stovepipe. But definitely like a top hat. I think a bowler would look, it would go crazy. A bowler. I think a bowler hat is what needed to happen. Sarsaparilla and a beer for your horse coming right up, partner. That's my kind of horse. Listen, fella, can I ask you a question? You ever want to be the horse? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, partner? You ever feel like you want to... Oh, yeah, that is true. Kind of Harry Dubois, huh? That is true. I didn't even think of that. It is kind of Harry Dubois. But honestly, my beard is better than Harry Dubois. White Guilt Paul to Pig Wheel Paul to Top Hat Paul feels right. How does Amelia feel about it? She said she likes it. It's just nice to do something different. I told the lady that was cutting my hair, I was like, I have to look at this fucking mess every day, and I'm sick of seeing the same thing every day. I want to see something different. Man, I came across you months ago, was an absolute hater, and you've grown on us here in this small town, West Virginia. Just love you and Amelia. Aw, that's sweet. I like West Virginia a lot. I spent a little bit of time in Morgantown, West Virginia, if you could believe it. Hazy D, cheesy D. What's your least favorite state? Louisiana. Louisiana. Would you move to Hawaii if it was affordable? Sure, why not? Looks pretty there. Looks pretty there to me, quite honestly. It's the pic on my shirt. That's me and TJ and Scotty in a weird vor pyramid eating. TJ's eating me. I'm eating Scotty. Scotty is a cute little cheesy poof. TJ has not seen the beard yet, no. Got me thinking about things I could do with my beard. Oh, yeah, you can do some crazy shit. You got a full beard, you can do all kinds of nuts. And you know what the great thing about it is if I hate this, you know, it's back. You know, it just comes back. It's hair. Might look a little weird for a while as it's growing back. We'll trim it, keep it good. I've seen the needle and the damage done. Oh no, the damage done. Neck tats incoming. My tattoo plans are for the hands and the forearms. And then from there, we'll see. I don't think a neck tat is in my future, though. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I've heard that the throat tattoo is pretty nasty. What tattoo ideas do you have? I've got it all planned out, man. On this arm, I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm getting. On this arm, I want to get planets. I want Arrakis on the back of my hand. I want Gedi Prime. I want the Atreides planet, and I want the Emperor's planet down here with the rings. Like in the style of Lynch's 84 Dune. So like they show the pictures of those 4 different planets and the 4 houses that are involved in the original Dune. So I want those 4 planets there, right? And on this side, some kind of sandworm, right? That could wrap around and impede on the planets a little bit. On this hand, we're getting the lament configuration on the back of this hand. I want to get a portrait of Pinhead here, and I'm not sure. I want to see if the tattoo artist has some ideas. What happened to Alien? It got bumped. Oh yeah, I could do it Alien. Yeah, I could do. But see, I would want the Alien. Then I'd have to do like that, the lament configuration, and a Pinhead on the forearm, and then maybe something Alien on this. Maybe just do a wraparound style that just wraps around the forearm a little bit. Buzz, buzz. Prying open my third eye. No facial tats. That's a hard and fast rule for me. Unless I get my teardrop. If I ever kill somebody, I'm getting my teardrop, okay? These fucking flies, yo. I guess I could start killing some of them, huh? I don't have to sit here and passively just take this bullshit. I got a killer fucking fly shooter. Let's go. 1 down. Who's next? Oh, buzzing around. There you go. 2. Who else? Who else gonna get it? Who else wants it? 3. Who else? Who else is getting it? Who else is too stupid to live? Trying to take one out of the air. They're a little more maneuverable there. Didn't work. Am I showing Mama? Yeah. Amelia texted a picture of me to Mom. Mom approves. But I think I could do pretty much anything and Mom would approve, you know. A bit of a mama's boy. No, I didn't shave. I don't know what you're talking about. I look the same as I always have. Same old Paul Ziegler. Whoa, dude, my transitions lenses have stripes on them right now because the sun was hitting them at an odd angle. That's crazy. Out of here, fly. Who else? Anybody else? You? Gotcha. Who else? Come on, line up and get your salt. Yeah, you want it too? Gotcha. Oh, D. Oh, come see me. Come on. Come here. Oh, what a jump. What a leap. Yeah, let me tuck your chain. Okay. Gotta keep that chain tucked. Somebody gonna snatch your chain. Somebody gonna snatch your chain. Oh, dusty old, dirty old D. Oh, D. Such a cutie patootie. Trim his wit. Oh, that is a good point. Next time he gets all fluffy, I could just tell him, like, leave his mustache, but just shave this. Give him the Admiral D. Twinsies. I'm thirsty. I gotta go get something to drink. Wanna go inside, D? Why don't you come inside, D? Thirsty, worsty D. Wah. Thirsty D. Thirsty D. Do you guys as dogs drink like all day? Or do they like act like they're waiting until they're so parched they can barely think and then chug? I think it's a dog thing to do that second one, right? Where like you think that like they wait until the last fucking second and then they just chug, 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 chug. That's what Dinor does. Dinor won't just like maintain all day and take a sip. He waits until he's dying of thirst and then goes. What is that, man? He's got water out all day. He could go over and take a sip here, a sip there, right? And be fine. It doesn't make him puke, but like he'll like chug and then go like he'll have a dry heave. It's like, dude, slow down the fucking chug-a-lug for just a fucking minute, man. I'm on the hunt, yo. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it sitting down today. These flies want a piece, they're getting it. That is true. Water hits different when you're like dead ass thirsty and not just maintaining. How often do you change his water? Every day. He has a small, I know the rule. He has a small water bowl for that reason. We don't keep a big giant water bowl because stagnant water bad. So he gets fresh water multiple times a day, every day. flat. Why, hello, UK. Howdy from the colonies. Cold continent latchkey child says hello. Yeah, Amelia keeps me watered and brushed. No, I do the brushing, but she does keep me watered. She keeps my water bowl fresh. When did you do the chin shave? Just now, dude. Today. Went to the barber shop and got a lineup and a chin shave. Hey, baby. Is you guys' off week next week? No.
You guys are going until Thanksgiving, so it's not weird.
What are we doing the 26th?
I mean, like that week of.
No. I
Thanksgiving
mean, like the 26th, we have no plans up there really other than actual Thanksgiving, right?
No. Actual Thanksgiving is the 28th, and we're not doing anything on the 26th.
Okay. Cool beans. I'll have to get back to Ben. He's trying to solidify some dates. Yippity skippity doo dang lippity. How's Mama's Thanksgiving spread? Well, this will be my first time having Amelia's family's Thanksgiving. My mom's Thanksgiving spread is dank. It's just good. Mashed potatoes, gravy, broccoli rice casserole, stuffing, turkey. You know, it's good stuff. We're not a mac and cheese family. We don't usually do mac and cheese as a side on Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people go that route.
The broccoli rice kind of takes that up, but it's also cheesy.
Super cheesy. Deviled eggs, yeah, but probably not at Thanksgiving. My mom just makes deviled eggs for everything. She made spider deviled eggs for fucking Halloween.
Little olive legs.
Yeah. Did I spend last Thanksgiving at the Diddy party? Well, I just dropped your mom off there. I was her driver last year. So yeah, technically I wasn't in the party. I was waiting outside. Are you going to visit the Kurt Cobain Memorial on your way to Seattle? Probably not. Do you guys do salami with cream cheese? I hear people think it's weird being a Cali boy yourself. Yes. No, I mean like a sandwich with salami, cream cheese, sprouts, like that is not that uncommon here.
I don't think you've ever had salami for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess we're still talking about Thanksgiving. Yeah, no, we don't do that for Thanksgiving. It's the philosophical musing for the day. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, right? But nobody ever asks, does the woodchuck want to chuck? What if the woodchuck would rather not chuck. Think about it. Nobody ever asks the woodchuck. They just ask how much can he chuck, just presuming that the woodchuck is going to chuck for them. Hmm? What does the woodchuck chuck? Wood, presumably, right? Wood for thee, chuck for me. Fuck. He got spooked. Such a skippity fucking fat bastard. Yes, yes. Oh, god damn it. I need more salt. Can you salt me? Mm-hmm. Need a salt refill. Ammo! The Doobie Brothers. Dude, getting old is so fucking great, dude. I highly recommend it. Can I just say, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of those dudes. I'm not gonna front. Being 20-something is great. I'm not saying don't enjoy it, but I'm just saying don't fear getting old. It's a lot of fun. Shit just stops mattering when you get old. Like shit that doesn't matter, you start to be able to like discern that. There we go. Now we're knocking these motherfuckers out. Some of them are escaping because there was like little half shots of salt coming. Now I got a full.
That revolver would have been so stupid.
It would have
gotten
been
like 20 shots out of it and then not been able to shoot shit.
It would have been retarded as fuck. This the old trusty is just the only way to go. Who else did this like this beard look? Didn't the dude in fucking GTA 5, the crazy guy, have this?
Travis?
You could grow it out, right?
I think.
Or no, it was just one of the haircuts you could get. So and I think I had my Travis guy with that beard cut the whole time. Travis was kind of like more, I think just like when you left him to his own devices in the game. Or Trevor, yeah. You know what would look really cool with this? If I had that butt chin genetic, you know what I mean? The dimple chin or whatever, the ass chin. I think the ass chin would look kind of cool with this look. It's growing on me though, literally and figuratively. The more I look at it, the more I'm making peace with it. Even liking it. Even enjoying it very, very much. John Popper, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why you wanna give me the run around? Young Gaben. Cool. I wish I was rich like Gabe Newell. Otto Tipples, bro. Has a new character been grown, dude? Otto would be a good name to have with facial hair like this. And it is one of those old-timey names that I think would be actually cool to have. If I ever change my name, maybe I'll pick Otto, dude. Otto is like, nobody's name, you don't meet anybody named Otto anymore, you know? Never thought you'd actually go through with it. Like, what does it cost me? You know, it's hair. It'll grow back if I don't like it. And I do like it. The more I look at it, the more I fucking am starting to really enjoy it. At first, I was like, just trust the process, Paul Zigo. Trust the process. Totally forgot your ears were pierced. What? You never see my ears. I very rarely see my ears, but yes, my ears are pierced, gauged, or whatever you want to call it, stretched, right? I've had that since I was 16, 15, somewhere around there. We keep those. I also used to have a labret piercing, a septum piercing, a tongue piercing, and an eyebrow piercing. Little Paul Zigo lore for you there. I don't wear any of those anymore. But I have thought about popping the labret again. Might be kind of cool. Nose ring. I was thinking about getting the septum redone, but I feel like with my CPAP shit, it's just gonna be in the way. It's gonna be a pain in the asshole. Prince Albert? Damn. That's a committed piercing, my friend. Congratulations. Tongue piercing sounds really painful. It was. It was. Definitely not something I would go do again. Mm-hmm. Well, I had to dump most of the piercings right after high school because none of the places that hired at that time would hire somebody that had a piercing. As stupid as that is, it's the truth. Nobody would hire you if you were pierced, if you were tattooed, right? So I think I held on to the tongue piercing for the longest because I had this like really low profile one that I could put in, and you couldn't see it. I could get away with it at work, but I think that was the last one I held on to. I think I finally took that out when I was like 23 or something. And that was that, you know. You need eye bleach because you didn't know what a Prince Albert was and you went and Googled it. Oof. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. Butthole tat? But why, though? All mean, I did like, look, dude, I held on to the like clean cut kind of look most of my young years because like that's what you had to look like to get hired at a place, right? And to work at a place. And then like as soon as I was not beholden to that in any way, shape, or form, it all went out the fucking window. Yeah, the face feels really weird now. Well, it's the breeze. It's like when the wind blows, it's like I'm used to this being just like a big blanket on my face and neck, and now I get this like a breeze goes right down the middle, and I'm like, oh. It's pretty neat though. I've always been like, well, in the past, I think it was because I couldn't do what I wanted to do, like have longer hair or whatever. I was always a dude that was like, oh, I'll have a goatee, I'll shave it. I'll have mutton chops, I'll shave those. I have I have shaggy hair, and then I shave it completely bald. You know what I mean? And it's been a lot of years since I did anything to change the way I look, and it's kind of cool to do it just for that reason. Oh shit! God damn it! Did I forget? Yes, I did. Come on, D. You and me, D. good as I can get right now, dude. It's a bad day, bad time of the day, man. Who's going chicken hunting? Oh, we dropped them now. Drop them. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, I don't do solar panels. I cut my hair, yeah. Got a haircut, you know. We did the Admiral, dude. Check it out. I'm ready to give orders, bro. Between streams, yeah. I went to the barber. Do you see Maynard James Keenan's interview with Bert Kreischer? Nope. I can't stand Bert Kreischer, so that pretty much puts me out of that interview completely. He drives me nuts. The Union Army shall not fall this day, says I. Do you have any advice on what a wise career profession for someone who doesn't want to go into a ton of debt? Look into a trade. So depends on like what you're into, right? Because you want to do something that feeds something in you, right? If you can, if you're aiming for it, don't just think of money and debt, right? But if you're good with your hands at all, plumbing, welding is a really lucrative trade to get into, and you know they're always looking for it, right? Like yeah, I'd look at a trade, yeah. See if you can apprentice with somebody who knows what's what, knows how to do things and do it properly. It's the most obscure trade. I don't know. There's a lot of really obscure ones though. Gym setter, precious metal worker, glass blower or glass worker, right? Somebody that's doing handmade glass or pottery, like high quality handmade pottery. Well, that's the thing with Bert Kreischer, right? Is he came out years and years ago with this story that I thought was really funny about going to Russia and almost getting killed by the mob or whatever the fuck the story was, right? I don't remember most of it. But then I feel like once he got popular, Bert Kreischer just started drinking and getting fat and stupid. And that's his whole gig now. Is like, oh, look, I'm fat and stupid. Whoa. Like he used to tell that part of that story was, you know, in college, he was a big party guy. Right? And now I'm married and I'm fucking blah, 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 right? He just went back to party guy. And it's just not funny watching a dude that's 50 years old eat and drink himself to death and call it funny all day, you know? So I don't vibe with it anymore. Well, if he was always a heavy drinker, it stops being funny. Like at a 30 something guy that's a heavy drinker, okay, yeah, you're a party guy, huh? Somebody that's like 50, it's starting to get fucking like, and here's the thing too. People that abuse alcohol like that, dude, it can't help but impinge on what you do. It can't help but impinge on what you do. And so, like, his slip is hanging, bro, is how we would say it, right? He just isn't bringing the heat anymore because he's too drunk and too stupid and addled all the time, right? And I just don't find him funny. I find him annoying as fuck to look at now because of that. So. No, man. I mean, like, I'm not talking about a once in a while, occasional heavy drinker, dude, because I'll tie one on every once in a while, too. I'm talking about a dude that's like 50. Where's the party tonight? You know what I mean? There's something about that that's just like, I'll see myself out of that. Thanks. Yeah. He comes out and like one of his big reveals is he takes his shirt off and shows how out of shape he is. Oh, great. I mean, I get it. That can be funny, but like every fucking time, that's your shtick. I'm a fat, sloppy drunk. I don't care. I'm gonna take care of myself. I still think I'm a college boy, even though I'm pushing 50 kind of thing going on. I don't know, bro. Maybe that shit is where it's at for some motherfuckers. I don't know. Maybe that's like the peak of hilarity, but for me, it's just like, all right, bring something else. I mean, I'm not saying the party's over, dude. A lot of people would look at my lifestyle and shit. Like, I'm about to twist up yet another joint. A lot of people would look at my lifestyle and go like, oh, you know, he's fucking, all he does is fucking party. And it's like, well, no. But I'm also like not a parent. I'm not responsible for anybody but myself, my pets, right? My wife, right? She's responsible for herself. So, you know. Yeah, that's another thing too, is I know what hard drinking does to a person that like stick with it after their 20s, through their 30s, through their 40s. It just does. It's not a pretty thing, dude, by the time they start pushing 50. And Bert's fucking up against that wall, bro. Not funny anymore, just kind of sad to talk about and think about, you know. What does it take to make a true warrior? A strong arm and a strong axe. All of these tales of the great philosopher kings and warrior kings of old are but inspiration. All it takes to be a great soldier is a strong arm and a heavy axe. Clunk, dead. Jeez Louise. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Is leprosy still a thing? I think so, yeah. I think it is legitimately still a thing. All right. Let me go get a paper. Steady killing flies out here. I think I might have gotten the major amount of them pared down, but let me know if anybody's bothering you. I'll clip them. Paul, why are women so wonderful and do us men deserve them? Huh? I mean, like, look, people are wonderful. Can I just say that? Like, really, the gender expression thing, yes, is there something intrinsically and particular to a woman, right, that makes them distinct from people that aren't women? Yes. Right? Do I appreciate what people are usually talking about is femininity, right? That's not the defining characteristic of a woman, but it is one that seems to follow them. And do I appreciate that? Absolutely. Do I appreciate the kind of different ways that women tackle things as a reflex? Yes. I've always appreciated that. But once again, I'm kind of a biased narrator on that one because I grew up around nothing but women, right? Very strong mother figure in my life. Lots of little sisters. So, but to be quite honest with you, I've met just as many shitbird fucking people that you would call female as I have male. So it's almost, you know. And I've also met women that don't fit that ideal that I talk about, that are very clearly and proudly women, right? The femininity angle or whatever you want to call it, right? They're not hyper feminine people, or maybe they're not feminine at all, right? So it's a broad subject, right? Oh my God, they're horrible apples. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I fear women way more than men when it comes to like psychological damage that you could take from getting close to the wrong one here or there, right? Like in my life, you know, if I look back over the balance of my life, the people that really have done long-term damage to me have almost all been women, you know? I've had fist fights and like like friends where the friendship breaks up or whatever, and that's been painful and shit. But like as far as dudes go, they don't hold a candle, you know. So it's almost like, You know what I mean? How do do you put that on the gender? I try not to. I grew up with naught but sisters and a mother that was practically a criminal and a father who would try and set a good example and only taught me how being a good person screws you in the long term. Oof. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with any of that, bud. Do you prefer them perky or swanging? Yes, please. I'm a pan-tittyist. Okay? I don't think there's a bad kind of titty. I've yet to meet one. I enjoy them all. A pan-tittyist. If you've got them, I definitely probably want to see them. You know what I mean? Even if I pretend that I don't, I do. Right? I'm just being real with you where other dudes will lie. If you've got them, even if you feel like you don't got them, I want to see them. That's the kind of guy I am. Right? You know, maybe I should move. What is the show me state? Is that Kansas or Tennessee or something? Yeah. You know how states have a motto? Like Florida's the sunshine state, California's the golden state, Missouri. Maybe I need to move to Missouri. Well, half my family is from Missouri. Because that's kind of how I feel about breast disease or just genitalia in general, right? Like, if you got it, flaunt it, because I kind of want to see what's up, you know? Now, I'll never say that to you, because that's very inappropriate to ask for, right? But I do like to see some movement, the swang. Yeah, I mean, no, that's a good part about those particular type of boobies, right? But man, you just can't discount it. You just can't discount it. That's why I said yes, please. Right? I really am. I'm a very body positive guy when it comes to titties. I just like them all, man. They're all great. Right? Keep on rocking in the free world. Yeah, dude. You know what? This breaks it up a little bit too on the podcast because we got 1, 2, 3 beardy guys, right? And now my beard's a little different, so it breaks it up. Breaks up the milieu a little bit. Gives people something else to look at.
And Scotty's beard's always been a little different than yours.
Yeah, he keeps it shorter. Yeah. So, but you know, among me and TJ, it's just big beard, big beard. Not anymore. Now it's Admiral mutton chops. You know, Admiral Burnside Paul's ego. The era has begun. '19th century beard, yeah. We're bringing back that 19th century. Like a a 1600 boat captain or something, man. A riverboat captain or some shit, man. You just don't see it, bro. A nunt window, yeah. Well, this is good too because it'll let me know if I start to develop a nunt. Right now, I've just got what I've always had, which is the, you know, the double chin. That's good to know. I wouldn't have been able to tell you that. I've had a beard for 15 years. I have not seen naked skin here in 15 years. It's good to know. There's no nunt developing yet, but I'm not that old yet either. I have a feeling that this bullfrog of mine, I have a feeling that's going to turn into a nunt, and then this look is probably going to be a different thing. But we'll see. They have surgeries for that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if it really bothered me, just getting it snipped and tucked there wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I really don't like the way people look when they start following down that surgical hole. And look, like I'm pretty harsh sometimes with my prescriptions on how people look and stuff. Like, look, if you look the way you want to look, cool beans, bro. I can't sit here with this fucking crazy look and tell you how to look. But it's just like when people go, they get older and they go down that heavy surgery route where it's like, you know, they're trying to look young, but you know you can tell they're not. The farther down that hole you go, the worse it looks. So if that was all I was going to do, like if I just developed like a really horrible nunt, but this is my look, you know, like maybe this establishes itself, maybe this is what I want to see every day, right? Then maybe I'll go see what my options are for a quick nip tuck over there. You know what I mean? To keep it all. But I'm telling you, man, the next time I feel the impulse to get another nip tuck, I'm going to say no. Because, dude, I don't want to be that. I don't want Joe Biden syndrome, bro. Did you guys see that motherfucker? Go look at Joe Biden. Like, type in Joe Biden 1980 and then type in Joe Biden 2024 and look at that shit. Look at Simon Cowell with his glasses off right now, bro. It's a nightmare. By the way, everybody in our area has pulled down their election signs except for one candidate. Do you know which candidate that is, babe?
Which one?
Which candidate in our local area has yet to pull their election signs down? Do you want to take a guess who?
Kardashian, you saw him.
Everybody else has courteously removed their electoral materials. Janet is still fucking grinning like the ghost.
She lost hard.
Oh my God, she got dunked. She's still there, still staring at me. Take this to court. I could. If I was rich and a court passed. I hate people that are like litigious. Biden was also bald by 30. Okay. He would have looked much better if he would have just stayed bald and left his face alone. He would have looked like an actual human being, not a weird Halloween decoration come to life. That face was wild. Elon has lost so much like facial expression. Like, go look at how he used to talk versus how he has to talk now because he's had like jaw reconstructive surgery. He's had a bunch of face lifts and shit. He's lost all range of motion on the upper part of his face. Yeah, you know, get out and vote like your life depends on it, man. It's the last chance, man. It's the last chance. Get out and vote. Let me tell you something. Get out and vote. I lost my son to the woke mind virus. Go look at Elon Musk. Like when he was 20, he doesn't talk like that. It's just Botox injections, plastic surgery, nip tuck, nip tuck, nip tuck, reconstructive jaw surgery to give him a more fucking masculine jaw, right? Hair surgery, all that shit. He sounds autistic. I think there's a good. I mean, I don't like diagnosing people, but there's a good shot. There's a good shot. But from that broad perspective, there's a good shot a lot of y'all are undiagnosed too. Let's be fucking frank. Like if we're putting it down on that, if Elon's got to suffer the slings and arrows, some of y'all got to suffer it. 'Cause I feel like I deal with rampaging undiagnosed autism more than most people doing what I do for a living. Your sub gump, yeah. Hello, Nugs. I'm definitely undiagnosed. Don't diagnose yourself. You know, because you may blame on autism what can be explained by being moronic, being stupid, or being an asshole, right? Like, let's not do that. Don't go around being a dick and going like, I'm pretty sure I'm autistic. Like, no, let's not. Well, that's why, like, look, dude, I understand, like, making fun of, like, using autism as a pejorative is something that I do very broadly, because the truth of the matter is most people who have a diagnosis of autism, and I say this just from experience, work very hard at the maladaptions that happen when somebody is autistic, work very hard on themselves to remove the maladaptions that happen when a person is diagnosed with autism, right, or grows up with it. And so you very oftentimes there's no fucking way you'd know, right? Whoa, flies, man. Go on. Now I'm terrified one of them's gonna land on my chin and walk the fucking green mile, dude. That would be awful. If he walks the green mile, bro, it's over. I thought my eye contact thing was autism, but it's PTSD. I mean, yeah, shit happens, bro. I don't really have an eye contact problem, but I don't enjoy. Like I try and like read the room with eye contact with people. Like to me, it's not something that I like necessarily like desire from everybody all the time. Dude, I can't even imagine, bro. If a fucking fly lands right there and walks the green mile, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because how do I swat him? He's protected. My beard is just gonna close in around him like a cocoon. There's something inherently sexual about this. And I can't get my fucking head around it. Let's not. The green mile, dude. I can't do it, dude. What the fuck, dude? Life is so funny, dude. I know what I'd like to do with those handlebars. You just stay in your position, okay? I bought them from the top, okay? Let's be real. You just take the fuck away from these handlebars. You like Graham Hancock and his work? Not super familiar. It's like a strip club. What would you never do for money, Paul? Kill somebody, or otherwise violate somebody's bodily autonomy and health in that way. I think that's about it. The Wiener Nestler. I like the Green Mile, dude. Walking the mile, walking the mile. The slip and slide, dude. Oh, the Grand Canyon, bro. What the fuck, dude? Come on, baby, do the Michigan rag. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, baby, do the Michigan rag. Walrus situation. You can call me Hoss if you want, bro. Hey, do whatever feels right to you. I answer to a lot of things. Paul, Paularama, PJ, Paul's ego, hey dipshit, hey fuckface, hey moron, hey loser, hey faggot, etc. I'm known by many names. The best name was Old Pricklebush. That one still applies too, I think. Even with this. So let me ask you guys a question. Seeing this new look, assuming I'm going to keep it, should I widen it out a little bit? Like, I don't think I should. Because I think if I go wider, it's just going to be, right? Then it takes on more of like a mutton chop thing. Don't widen? I don't think I should. I'm thinking it over in my head. Okay, let me ask this. Should I thin? Like, you know what I mean? Like okay, so it stays straight here, right? And it goes down the chin. And then like this way go like that. Right? So take more of this hair that's right on the edge out. You know what I mean? Or should I just leave it how it is? Like maybe just like have it like from like here, and I'll just like, obviously I'll leave the front part, but like under here, this neck part, just kind of like, I think I might just want to leave it though, because I think that adds like fullness To the beard? To the look? I don't know, bro. I'll have to think about it, but I like it, though. I like it a lot. It's just fun to actually change the way I look, because like I said, I've had the big bushy beard for 15 years now, probably more. Cat Scratch Fever. Looks like my favorite song is Cat Scratch Fever, which I kind of dig. It's not my favorite song, but I'm okay with that. Cat Scratch Fever. Cat Scratch Fever. Yeah, Lemmy, I guess. His is more of like a big mustache, though. He doesn't have like the giant chops like this, does he? Or does he? You look like you're a lot more likely to punch you in the face now? No. Oh my God, dude. The thoughts of punching specifically Nuggy in the face is so anathema to me. You could literally like shoot my mother in the head in front of me and I would just lightly restrain you and shake you a little bit and say, why have you done what you've done? You know what I mean? But like my fist would not even be able to ball. Maybe that's a good thing, though. Maybe people will give me a wide berth now in public. They're like, oh, shit. That guy's seen some shit right there. Dude, come on. Detective Dubois let himself go at the beginning of the fucking game, bro. This is Detective Dubois if you do everything right in the game and he's happy and fat and has weed and he's just chilling in Revachol, right? Streaming for a living, right? Dropped out of the police force, put on about 80 pounds. Kurt Russell for, yeah, dude. What was his name? The Hangman? Oh, good. Yeah. No more shit. See this right here? See this? That's the no bullshit marker. That's the no bullshit line right there, okay? Don't make me show you again, because I'll spread it too. Don't make me spread it. Watch. I'll get in there. That's the no bullshit line. All right? Don't make me get in it, because I'll spread it. Don't make me part the Red Seas. Spread Paul's eagle. Don't make me do it. Don't make me spread it. Don't die, dude. Anybody that comments on a stoner taking a rip off of a big fat hog leg and having a cough after, they gotta go, bro. They're either too young to be in here or too straight edge to be in here. Either way, we don't want them in here. They gotta go. I'm talking about any time, bro. Anytime I'm out here ripping a giant joint and I have a little, right? Because, like, either you're dealing with a 13-year-old whose mom would never let him get away with smoking yet, or, right? Just doesn't make no fucking sense, bro. Dealing with some kind of fucking Mormon. They gotta fucking go, bro. No, I got no hate for the straight edge lifestyle. Hear me out. I was just saying, right? You do you. I'm not a pusher. But one thing I don't do is waste my time talking to anybody under the age of like fucking 22, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you ain't at least pushing 22, like, there's no setting on YouTube that lets me do that. There should be. I'd turn it on today. On YouTube, it's just like, do you want to allow people under the age of 18? Nope. Is this stream made for people under the age of 18? Nope. But yeah, if you ain't about 22, because that's about like, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude, at 22, your brain's still kind of like a jello mold. It's still a little jiggly. It hasn't set up straight yet. But at the very least, you can start talking to a motherfucker at around 22. Right? Yeah. Around that age, 21, 22. Right? Oh yeah, we're about to share the our 40s, part of our 40s, Victoria. Damn. Well, take it from me, 40s are great. My like the 40s a bit like I don't know, my life has just been like super good. Right? I have my own business now, and I'm not like rich as fuck, but I make good money, and I can take care of my little family, and bring home the bacon and all of that fun too. I'm chilling. What's your favorite Michael Jackson album? Okay, hear me out. It's Bad. All right, but I was a kid when that shit came out, bro. So Bad came out, and somebody tell me what year? 80. I want to guess 86, 87, something like that. You guys just don't understand, like, next level, right? And that album is just so fucking good. One of my most cherished memories was I was 8 or 7, somewhere around there. I'd have to ask my mom exactly what year we went, but we saw Michael Jackson on the Bad tour. So it must have been 87, so I'd have been 7 years old. We saw Michael Jackson on the Bad tour at the LA Superdome. It was nuts, bro. So 88, 89, so I would have been 8 or 9, yeah. We had nosebleed seats, of course, but it didn't matter. I mean, it was just the energy in that room was insane, and his voice was in top shape. He was never a dude, at least at that point in his career, that was doing any kind of lip syncing or anything. You could hear the little differences he would add in the mic and stuff. He was just fucking fantastic, dude. Yeah, I rode in a limo. Yeah. Goes to show you the power of a blue collar fucking paycheck back in the fucking 80s, bro. My dad was a mechanic at a glass plant. My mom drove front end loader at a glass plant, drove forklift, right? Both unionized workers. And we rode from Central California to LA in the back of a limo to see Michael Jackson on the Bad tour. I mean, look at what's been robbed from you, right? Neither one of my parents college graduates. My mom, a high school dropout. Yeah. Well, what my parents figured out was, because at that time, one blue collar job would have supported our family. 2 blue collar jobs makes you kind of rich. So my parents sacrificed a lot to give us a lot as kids. Not just us, but themselves. We took a lot of little vacations. My parents had all the cool toys that you would have living out in the country. You know, before quads, there were 3-wheel quads. We had 2 of those. A big green one and a big red one. My dad made a crazy fucking go-kart out of the back end of an old trike, Harley trike, and the front end of a go-kart. Called it the Oddity. Had huge back wheels. It was crazy. You know, we had all this shit. My dad had a 1946 Willys Jeep that he stripped down, rebuilt the engine, lifted it, put it on Monster Mutter tires. That's what I learned to drive on. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just letting you know this was on a blue collar, like 2 blue collar paychecks. 1 college dropout, 1 never went to college. That's what my parents did, right? That's what they were able to give their 2 children together in the 1980s. Versus what can you give them now, right? Kind of spooky to think about. They owned their own home. Beautiful house on a hill out in the foothills. You know, kind of like real country neighborhood, sat on 9 acres. Real quiet, peaceful place. Beautiful land. Had a horse. Horse pasture with a horse. My parents worked their asses off, but there are people right now busting their asses every bit as hard as my parents did. It wasn't a farm. It was like, it was just like a little, more like a little homestead. We had a horse. We had a chicken coop. My mom raised guinea pigs for a while. We had a goat for a little while. None of them were, like the eggs, we used the eggs in the house, but that was it. We had 1 horse. Her name was Sugar Baby. She was a rescue horse too. She was the greatest. She loved to get drunk. She was a heavy drinker. Sugar Baby was. I don't think you ever talked about the goat. What was that animal like? So we had a guinea pig hutch, and when we got Billy, really creative name for a billy goat, we made a little goat pen for him. But most of the day, we would let him just kind of wander our land because it's good to have a goat. They'll eat the fucking weeds and the graze on stuff. And then he had a pen we'd put him in at night, protect him from predators and stuff. And he was kind of a dick, but I came to an understanding with him. So he was one of those goats. He was mottled. So he's white and brown-ish, you know what I mean, with the spots. And he had those types of horns that went straight back. Right? I think they're cute. But I would be cleaning out the guinea pig hutch, right? And all of a sudden, I'd feel right in the small of my back, his head go. And he'd go, and I'd be like, Billy, you're going to get it. It's like, doom. And so I would turn around, grab him by his horns, and be like, all right, this is what you wanted. And I would back him up. And he'd be like, and I would make him back up. Because, like, that's how you deal with a goat. Once you have a goat by their horns, there's literally nothing you can do. Right? Those horns are connected to their skull, connected to their spine. They can't do shit. You don't hurt him. I never wrenched it or hurt him. But I would grab it so he couldn't butt me. And I'd push him back. And he'd be like, And when I did that, he'd let me alone. And so I just figured out, yeah, he's an asshole, but he just wants to he wants to check your gangster when you come in his pen. What makes him so prone to headbutt? It's like a dominance thing. He just wanted to check my gangster when I came into his pen and make sure I was still fucking the big boss. because he's ready to take over if I ain't, you know? Yeah, I don't own my own place. I rent the place I stay now, and it looks like in the near future that's going to be true. But yeah, my whole idea is to get a. I don't want that big of a piece of land, like 9 acres is retarded. But I would love to have, you know, 1.5 acres, 2 acres worth of land that I could put a little garden on, you know. Ugh, that sort of thing. Ugh. Oof. Sorry, had to do some stretches and shit, bro. Whoa. Let me give you guys a little wipe off. Looks like there's a little smudge on you there. It's a little smudge on your face. There you go. There we go. We cleaned you up there. We got you. Let me get you. You got a little schmutz here. There's a little bit of schmutz over here. Let me get this here for you. There you go. Do you have souls? No. You can stop right there. I see no reason to believe in the concept of a human soul, because it would imply that I would have to seek that same soul in an earthworm, a mollusk, a polyp of coral. You know? Yes, we have humanity. Are we humane? Not as we use the concept, right? Is ice a rock? No. Wait. Because you're going to go like, why not? Because it changes forms at different temperatures. So does rock. You know what? Yes, ice is a rock. That's why they say, on the rocks. Is ice a rock, bro? That's wild. Homeboy just came in and said, is ice a rock? And he made me admit that it probably fucking, in my world, it is a rock. Basically, you beat somebody to death with a big chunk of ice? Yup. Right? You drop it on somebody's head from a high thing? Yup. right? What are you going to say? Oh, when it heats up, it turns to liquid. I mean, ever seen a volcano, my dude? You know? Yeah, you build igloos with that shit like it's a rock, but you're gonna tell me it's not a rock. Goggle says it's a rock. Okay, well then it's a fucking rock then. Shit. What made me? I don't know. No, nothing. Like, look, dude, when you look the same fucking way for 15 straight years, right? The only thing I've changed is my hair over that period of time. I've had this big beard, right? It's like, I just wanted to look at something different for a while, and I like it. I was, I doing the job I do, I have to look at myself all fucking day. I'm sick of seeing the same mutt sitting in front of me. No, no, I didn't take it as a tease. Yeah, I don't even own aviators anymore, to be honest with you. My last aviators were sacrificed in my move from Louisiana. I got smooshed and crushed and flushed. I got a cute chin. Get out of here, Nugs. You get right out. I know it's a question for TJ, then I'm not going to read the rest. You almost look like a Civil War general. Cool. Neato burrito, man. Paul, what would happen if all of a sudden you were bare naked in space and exposed to the vacuumless atmosphere? I think you would just like freeze and choke to death, right? I mean, not before. I mean, yeah, your body might be, but you said what would happen to you? You cease to exist when your bodily functions cease to support your consciousness. So yeah, I don't know what. Like your body would probably like start to collapse on itself and then freeze. I would guess pretty rapidly. But no brain activity. There's nothing happening to you anymore, right? No brain activity, no no consciousness, no life, bro. So what would happen to you? You would probably choke and rapidly have like respiratory distress and maybe even have some blood choking up on you, and you would strangle to death from lack of oxygen and icy cold. Yeah, it would be pretty terrible. But that's the extent of what would happen to you. What's up with the chins? 1 chin, 2 chin, 3 chin, 4, 5 chin, 6 chin, 7 chins more. Let them hang all the way to the floor. Jiggle them chins. Finally watched Alien recently. I'm gonna watch Aliens soon. Cool. Too many chins. Got more chins than a Chinese phone book. That's what they used to say back in the 80s. Man, you got more chins than a Chinese phone book, boy. Seen the latest Alien? Yes. It's the 4th best Alien on it. There you go. I guess that's an achievement. It's the 4th best Alien film. Congrats. It wasn't unwatchable. Congrats. No, it was good. I love Alien 3. I did a big retrospective review on Alien, and like uh, I really kind of glazed Alien 3 for the most part. I mean, it has its flaws, but I think it's way better than it deserves to be. It's just a huge kind of tonal shift from the first two films. We're not used to seeing Ripley disempowered, unsure of herself, without the will to really live anymore, right? And so I think a lot of people reject it based on that. As we colonize the moon and beyond, should we expect more human death in space? Yes. Naturally. The more people there are going back and forth to space, more people will die in space, yes. Is there a plan to shave the whole beard? No. We're going to keep it like this until I'm sick of looking at this, and then I'll let it grow back. We'll trim the whole beard back and let it come back as one big beautiful thing. It's like, it's not a lot on the table here. It's hair, you know? That might work. Yeah, if there's a Saltina sachet moment, then the beard comes off for that. That's the one thing that I'll go naked face for, is if there's a genuine Saltina sachet moment that happens, then the whole thing has to come off for it to be right. What about my hair? I got a haircut today. I got a fresh clip today, you know? But as far as like shaving off my hair, I won't need to for Saltina sachet. Just put it up in a nice do, or like, you know, wig it up. Saltina sachet, bro. Not many. Not many of us will survive hugs. You really are dark people. You islanders. You Nordic islanders. Dark folk. What do the birds say? I don't know, but they're politicking today. They always are, though. So much politics with birds. Chester B. Arthur, reporting for duty, sir. At least now it won't be like, Santa Claus? Hagrid, Santa Claus, Hagrid, Santa Claus. Now it'll be the old standard of, you know, saloon keeper. Ooh. Now I'm going to get sick of, do you ride a Harley? Do you ride a Harley? Or Detective Harry Dubois. I like that one though, because at least like if you played through that enough to remember to find out that character's name, then you can't be retarded. Do you work? Yeah, you're looking at it, homie. 10 years and counting, I've been a podcaster. 100% of my money comes from that. Enjoy your ban. with your impertinent ass question. I guess I'm gonna have to remind people of the rules. So here are the rules of the stream if you're new. So I know you guys, from your perspective, I'm on the internet, right? But your perspective doesn't matter here. I'm in my backyard, right? So if you would walk up to me in my backyard, sit down right across from me and say something, feel free to say it. Bring that energy, right? The same energy you bring in public, right? You show respect because it's my pad. I tell you to shut the fuck up. You deal with it or leave, right? You don't cry about it, right? But if you transgress, I'm going to grab you by your little ear and I'm going to lead you to the front door and I'm going to give you a shoe in the ass on your way out. Them's the rules. I got a whole bunch of goons with big fucking socket wrenches. Bink, bink, and they're ready. All you got to do is ride the fucking vibe, dude. If you don't know how to do that, if you're somebody here looking to be Captain Funny, Captain Pick Me, Captain Trauma Dump, Captain Attempted Troll, all you're going to get is a wrench to the head. And that's going to be that, dude. I will say this, at least today, I have not had to turn on the monkey button. Not one time yet on this stream. The monkey button remains pristine. But I will turn on the fucking monkey button. You don't want to know what the monkey button is, okay? Don't make me push it. And then if shit gets really bad, ask them what happens if you're new here. Chat, tell the new folks that might be chilling what happens if shit gets really bad in the chat. They'll tell you. No, we're talking really bad. Beyond Order 66. Right? We're talking when it gets so disgusting I can't even look at it. What do you do with something that's so disgusting you can't even look at it? They'll tell you. No, this is beyond the eye. The Eye of Sauron is just one level of that, right? That we're not even going to talk about. Yeah, I flush you down the fucking toilet, legitimately. I put you in a plastic bag. I throw you in the toilet, and I flush it over and over. I give you a digital swirly until you start behaving like normal human beings. And I invite you not to test it because it doesn't feel good when it happens. Okay? A first-person perspective of being miniaturized and dropped into a giant toilet might sound kind of cool, but trust me, it's traumatizing. And one of these days, I've already told you guys, one of these days I'm going to go, happens to everybody in my family, right? Eventually I'm going to snap. And I'm going to, and you, oh, he's just going to flush us again. And I'm going to drop my pants, spread my cheeks, sit down, and unload on you. I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I'll get banned for it. Don't care. Okay? So I'm not a coward, but don't push me. Okay? But I got to get me a bowler hat. I got to get me a bowler hat. I got to go to a haberdashery immediately. Because this is retarded. I got to have a bowler hat. I've never felt so sure of anything in my life right now that I need a fucking nice, personalized bowler. I need to look it up. I need to find a haberdashery and go or put something on order. I need a bowler hat. No, I don't need a cane yet. Check me in 10 years. I might be hobbling. By 55, I might be like Let's get the cane. Pocket watch. Bowler hat first. Going bowler hat first. 100%. 110%. Monocle. In my prescription, that would be a flex. My left eye's prescription, monocle. Just hold it in there. Say there, Sonny. Ooh, an eye patch would be killer, but I need both my eyeballs. Ooh, those like crazy monocles that like flip out and you're like, let me see. Those would be cool. Those would be a super flex. In my prescription, just like, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading the chat. Man, my mind is bursting with possibilities right now. There is a new punishment, too, that I will do to you guys. I'm going to spread it. You guys start getting out of line, I'm going to spread it. I'm going to pull it apart, and I'm going to show you what's what, okay? You don't want it. Okay? Trust me. Bowler hat. Bowler hat first. And I want it personalized too. I want to put something cool on the bowler hat, dude. Oh, dude. The Imperial, whatever that is, the Aquila. But fuck the Empire. You like it, Phoebes? Yeah. Well, I decided on a, because I've been talking about it for so long. I feel good. I was like, yeah, I'm sick of looking at the same fucking exact thing every day. And yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, the two-headed Aquila or whatever. Paul woke up and chose to steal all the women. Sorry. Mr. Steal Your Girl is here now. Women love the double chin, bro. When you just show it to them, you're like, yeah, I got kind of like a double, I got a turkey wobble on that. Dude, they can't fucking, it just like, Lil Burn Boggs, bro. You ain't kidding. It is very Lil Bird. I'm not gonna lie. Would you hide under your hat? A switchblade. Well, howdy do, stranger. Round glasses? Oh, yeah. Baby. Not particularly. I'm sorry.
Okay. Just asking.
Ate kind of late yesterday. Our sleep schedules have just been slaughtered, both of ours.
We were like not in sync yesterday either.
No. I blame the election because it's to blame for everything right now, so may as well just blame it for that too. But yeah, sleep schedule is fucking destroyed lately. Can't even fucking tell you. I couldn't even pick Chappell Roan out of a fucking lineup, bro. I've never heard one of her songs, I don't think. Is she one of those, like, girls that rounds every vowel? Is she like, I thought about letting you go. Is she one of those? But then I thought I should never know. Where it's like everything has to be so round. And then is she one of those? That seems to be like, when it comes to singers, don't waste your time on me. They kind of sound like Audrey from fucking Little Shop of Horrors. That seems to be very like popular now for singers. Is she a singer or a rapper? Like, is she Billie Eilish type? Or is she Rihanna? Like, what's going on? What's this?
Text from your mom.
He says those are some big chops. He looks like a true Irishman now. My parents both agree. Well, two of them.
You haven't shown the other two.
No. Almost guaranteed Dad will have something backhanded to say about it. That's just his nature. Do you think WTC 7 collapsed due to fire? Here's what I think happened, right? A giant fucking building that was right near it collapsed in an unprecedented disaster that did massive structural damage to WTC 7. Started a number of fires in the building, and then it collapsed under its own fucking weight. After the deep state agent that was there told his guys to pull it and destroy tons of financial documents that wiped billions in debt off the board. Okay? That's what I think happened to WTC 7, bro. So quit being a conspiracy nut about it. Okay? It's very clear. I've heard these conspiracy theories that, like, it collapsed on its own due to a couple of fires and stuff. Let's live in the real world, guys. Okay? Paul looked for a new age of horror. Cool. Yeah, well, I've been saying for about 5 or 6 years that I feel like we are living in a golden age resurgence of the horror genre. By the way, can somebody look up when Robert Eggers' Nosferatu is coming out? Because I really want to go see that in the theater, in IMAX if we can, and get some buttery popcorn, baby.
It's released on Christmas.
Ooh. Might be a fun little Christmas excursion for us.
Maybe so.
But maybe
we're not too busy on Christmas.
Maybe we'll wait till after Christmas and we'll go see it.
I don't know.
But the best movie I saw this year was a horror film and it's not even really all that close, to be honest with you, in terms of my enjoyment of the movie, the substance, right? So for me, horror is back, and I'm gonna enjoy the golden age. Hopefully, we got another good 5 years worth of really good horror movies before it starts going schlock. Maybe another 10 years if it really rips away people's interest from the action adventure cape shit drama thing that's going on right now. I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be really, really cool. Timothée Chalamet playing Dylan. Cool. Should horror embrace the weird or the real more often? I really don't care. Like, I think that's one of the beautiful things about horror. It's like a sponge. Every other genre fits within horror, right? So it like just perfectly absorbs pretty much any genre of movie. So like a horror romance movie, a horror comedy, a horror action film, or just a pure psychological horror drama film, right? It's just like a very here's what I hope. I hope that the flagging numbers and interest in the Oscars wakes up the stodgy, stuffy Academy over there, and they start giving Oscars to some of these fucking horror movies that clearly deserve Oscars, right? Like, to me, there's a few horror movies that have been robbed of Oscars in the last 20 years, right? The Substance should get probably, maybe not Best Picture, but whatever. For me, it's Best Picture. Hereditary, Midsummer. These should have been Oscar nominees at the very fucking least. No horror deserves an Oscar. The fuck out of here. Keep your dumbass opinion to yourself next time. Yeah, Parasite. But Parasite won, right? Parasite won Best Picture. And if you watch Parasite, it is a comedy horror film. A psychological horror comedy film, right? And it won. And so I think that, like, I'm hoping that the Academy stops snubbing these horror films that come out that are really something special. Because I think it'll drive people to be more interested in the genre. I think there's one thing about horror. A lot of people think horror and they think blood, guts, entrails, pus, gore, and a lot of people can't watch that shit. I think that like a psychological horror film getting picked by the Academy would do wonders at introducing people to the, super wide and super deep kind of genre that is horror. Like, yeah, I mean, I like psychological horror. I like body horror. I don't know. And those genres can be mixed and matched too. So it's like, for me, it's very. Did you vote? None of your business. Go away. Election's over, dumb fuck. Like, how many days, let alone weeks, are we expected to go through this with people? It's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. A couple days, dude, I binged on the meltdowns and the fucking craziness of it. But like, are you not done? Because I'm done. I'm ready for something new. How many chins do I have? Why don't you get over here and count them on your way down south? right? Count them and follow the line, baby. You know what to do. Count my rolls on the way down, too. Count the hairs below my belly button on your way down. Dude, you can find out how many everythings I got, motherfucker. Your mouth shut up in here, bitch. See, people have to fuck around and find out in this chat way too much. Favorite Rob Zombie movie? It is between House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. It's funny because, like, I almost like the front half of the Devil's Rejects and the back half of House of a Thousand Corpses. So, I mean, the other way around. Front half of House of a Thousand Corpses, back half of Devil's Rejects. But I don't know. Those two movies, though, are definitely the most Rob Zombie movies, right? For sure. For me, for my 2 cents. My style is ridiculous. Is Alien a slasher? Technically, yeah. It's a dude in a rubber suit running around chasing and killing people by sneaking around and ambushing them, right? So, yeah, I mean, technically it's a slasher movie, especially Alien, right? Aliens, you know, it has a lot of horror elements to it. It becomes a horror action film, right? Alien 3, more of a slasher film. Are we living in the idiocracy? Dude, have you watched that movie, bro? We're not even half there yet. I mean, people are stupid as fuck, but come on. That main guy that travels around with the normal dude from our time in that movie, I can't remember what his name is. But that dude is functionally retarded, all right? And I'm like, I may say that a lot about people, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I mean, it's definitely worth referencing, but I think we're close to it. Fucker. Oh, no. Land. Make yourself at home right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get got, fuckface. Oh, another one? Get got, fuckface. Literally garbage avalanches in that film. I know. What does it say about a person that comes in here for the very first time and sees fit to crap on your looks? Well, I mean, it's usually a bad note for them, right? You know, it's just like respect the vibe type of thing. Like, you're not gonna be like, I'm trying to have a big group conversation, and I'm kind of leading that conversation, right? That's kind of how I see that, right? When I put my shit out here in my backyard, right? And so I ask you to just like toe that line, bro. Keep your mouth as fresh as it would be if I was standing right in front of you, right? And there's a lot of people that violate that, and they just get fucking tooted and booted, bro. It's like fucking worrisome as a cloudy day to me. I would love a cloudy day right now, to be honest with you. I want some rain. But it's usually just a bad trade for them, you know? if they do get, like, 99% of the time they get clipped and I don't even see it, right? Then they get the Eye of Sauron and they feel stupid, then they get clipped, right? Like, that's the best they can hope. So if that's a win in your book, I guess line up. I don't know if you were watching the stream earlier, but one dude started popping off at the mouth, and instead of banning him, I was like, you want to just hop on Discord real quick? I know it can be hard to character limit. You're typing, I'm talking. I was like, let's just hop in Discord. He's like, all right, let's do it. I went and grabbed my other phone. I was like, all right. It's like, well, I'll send you a time. Okay, I'm really kind of busy right now. I was like, fuck you, pussy. You got time to like camp my chat for 3 hours, but you ain't got time. See what I mean? Bring that energy. Bring energy that would even translate over the internet on Discord, or get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Paul, I need your 2 cents. Should I cut off my parents for voting? Get out. Election's over. Get a profile pic, too. It's a dead giveaway when people stumble in here and they ain't got like 5 seconds to pick a random picture on the internet and throw it up. They just got that J or W for their name. It's like, get them out. There needs to be an Order 66 on no PFP, I think. Because every time one of them talks, it feels like a bot to me. It stinks like a bot or somebody stupid on their 15th alt. Like, you ain't got 5 seconds to put up, like, literally any picture. I don't care what it is, dude. SpongeBob SquarePants. You ain't got 5 seconds to put up a SpongeBob SquarePants? Get out of here, bro. Man, you gonna try and tell me you ain't got the time to put up a SpongeBob SquarePants? Then I ain't got the time for you. It's gonna be Order 66 on anybody that ain't got 5, because like, it's just so reeks of this is my alt that like I gotta enforce it, bro. Your alt, dude, that's the most boring type of trolling, is the dude that comes back on 50 alts, bro. I want to scalp some more of that free time off of you if you're gonna play that game. Put a PFP on it. Something I can see. We'll get the fuck out. It's like some dude coming in with like a ski mask on. Like, hey, what's up, man? Can I just chill in your backyard? It's like, yeah, you can chill in my backyard. You take that fucking ski mask off like you're about to run off with my chain or something. Plop a picture on that shit. Give me a little 15, 16 more seconds of that free time per alt. I'm already gobbling it up, bro. Let me gobble some more. It's a good early gaming memory you have. I remember when me and my friends figured out that you could play what we called Final Fantasy 3. Now I think they call it 6 or whatever. I don't even care. It's Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo. Where like my friend Waylon, he could control the main thing, right? But in battles, I always got to be one character. Oh, that was so fucking cool. We did a whole playthrough together of Final Fantasy 3. in fucking just like sitting together, right? And I did the sword master guy, and we just like beat the whole game together. That was so cool. It's the best scam you pulled in an MMO. I mean, the most lucrative one that I could just chirp every goddamn time was the boat scam. Like, that was the one that was like, dude, if I ever felt like, man, I just want to scam somebody and I want to gobble it up quick. And it was such a fucked up scam, too, because it was so easy for me. But that's why it was one of my favorite ones to dip to. And it was a real salt mine, too, because it legit broke no rules. It wasn't lag dependent or anything, right? So what I would do is I would go to the bank in Britain, right, with the main city in the game, right, and I would just start typing like, hey, I got a boat for sale, longboat, 2 hatches, blah blah blah, blah, right? The same way anybody would legit sell a boat. Well, I'll tell this part of the story first. How did I get a boat to lure people with in the first place? So I pickpocketed my first boat off of a dude while I was standing there negotiating for it. So here's what I did. People always wanted to do deals by the bank because everybody had a bank box that was only accessible to them. You could never access what was in somebody else's bank. But if it was on their person, you could pickpocket them. So I saw a dude that was trying to sell this little this boat all day. It was a long boat, 2 hatch, blah, 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 blah. And he was asking just like an absurd amount of gold for it. And I was like, I don't want to buy that. And so I was like, I walked up to him and I used role playing, basically. I was like, good day, sir. And he was like, hi. I was like, I would like to procure your boat. And he was like, oh, because he kind of got, oh, it's a role player, right? And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, would you indulge me in allowing me to see the vessel before I purchase it? And he was like, yeah. If you're willing to show me that you got the money, I'll show you the boat. And I was like, thank you, sir. And so I got the money out of my bank because I had a bunch of money from ripping off other idiots. Ultima Online is the game I was playing. You can look it up. It was fucking epic. And so I had this, I showed him that I had the money. I kept that in my pack, right? He showed me he had the deed. Then we canceled the trade window and he led me to where he had the boat parked outside of town. As soon as we got out of the guard zone, right, I knew it was my boat. He's an idiot. He has got the deed to the boat in his bag. He's leading me out of the city to his boat. It's like he's giving it for free. So I had a number of things I could have done. I could have killed him if I was that sort of person, but I never was. So I just like when he was like, here it is. And so while he was saying that, I was snooping his pack and yoinking it. And I said, oh, that's really cool. And he was like, yeah, and then I just let myself into it, closed the little boat door behind me. He's like, wait. And I just sailed off, right? So that's how I got the boat that I would scam people with to sell. But the most lucrative scam that I would run... Honkers. I fucking love geese. I love birds. I like birds. What was I saying? Stoner moment, bro. The honkers came by. What was I saying? Help me, chat. Oh, the most lucrative scam. Yeah, yeah. Got it. Sorry. It's way back in my memory, so. So yeah, that's how I got the boat. So then I started doing a boat sell scam where I would get a blank document, like a blank contract, right? And I would basically run the same scam with people. So I would say selling a boat, longboat, 2-hatch, willing to show boat. You know what I mean? And people would go, "Hey, man, that's pretty cheap for a boat." And I was like, "Yeah, I just want to get rid of it. I'm kind of getting rid of this account, and I just want to give my buddies a bunch of gold. They don't want another boat, so I'm just trying to get rid of everything." And I was like, "Look, dude, I kind of insist on taking I will show you the contract, and I would put it in a trade window, right? But I wouldn't approve it." I said, "But I kind of insist on people going with me out to just with me to the boat." Because there's so many fucking scammers, dude, and I want you to feel good about it, and I want to feel good about it. So you just show me you got the money, so you'd put the money in, but not, And then I'd take him out there, and depending on how I was feeling, I mean, the most lucrative way was to butter him up a little bit about the boat, and then while I was doing that, just be like, "All right, man, so how you feeling about it?" He'd be like, "All right," and then you just go for the bait and switch, right? You put the blank document in the trade window. They're so hungry for the boat that they forget to hover their mouse over it and check that it's not a blank document. They put the gold in, they hit the check mark, you hit the check mark, you get in the boat and sail away. Right? I probably did that 100 times, dude. I'm not even kidding. And it was something like a smooth 20K every time. So I was just rich beyond rich in the game. Like 20K was a lot in the UO economy or whatever. Did the user water teach you that trick? Yes. It was one of the water scams, yeah. He had a whole sock full of different kind of scams you could run in the game. He was a real fucking mentor. Dude named Water. I just knew him by his name. That's just his main character's name. He was the one that taught me make a bunch of alts. Because you can't use incognito. People are wise to that. So make a bunch of alts, right? Keep cycling them. Don't rely on brawn, rely on brains. It's easier to have somebody give you something than it is to kill them and take it, and it's more lucrative at the end because there's always a chance the person you try and kill kills you, right? But in a business transaction, you secure the bag and you get the fuck out. You don't hang around and gloat. You don't even give them a chance to understand what's happening, right? Unless you know you're absolutely safe and you're burning that identity, because the more people see you do it, that's why you lead them away from the bank. It's not because you want to kill them. It's because you don't want people to see your username, remember your character, because then you got to burn that character. Yeah, see what I mean, dude? Already major violators of the "this is my backyard" rule. Major violators of the "I will not fucking treat you like I would treat you straight up to your face" rule. And that's it. Are you visible? You're about to be invisible. All right, monkey button on. We've reached that level of the stream, so it's monkey button on. So hey, you're dumb. You can still chat. You don't have to give me a sub every alt. You're gonna have to wait a minute. Monkey button is on. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, goo, goo, gaga. I act like a bunch of fucking retards. I'm gonna teach you like a book, Gotta put a little restraint on it. All right, helmets on, everybody. Bus ride could be bumpy. That's just level 1 of the monkey button. There's slow mode monkey button. I can make them sit and wait longer between alts monkey button. I mean, there's 3 different levels of monkey button short bus that I can put on the plebs. Yeah. Kids are getting out of school. Yeah, et cetera, et cetera. Monkey button level 1. Monkey button level 2. Today I changed my beard. Didn't exactly shave. I shaved part of my beard today. Because I got bored of looking at the same dude in the fucking phone all day. And I like it. I feel like a rear admiral. Oh, I don't know, dude. Probably dozens and dozens of alts. I got really good at not burning them, though. I learned to pick, like, his name was Water, right? It's memorable to me. But in passing, who ganked you? Right? It's also good to pick common names. So, like, one that I would use a lot was variations on video game characters, like Kefka. I would do Kevka, right? And people like never remember that shit. They think, oh, his name is Kefka, but I spelled it different. And so I got really, that's another thing he taught me is like, it's boring remaking alts all the time and shit. And it's kind of a pain in the ass transferring the money between them before you burn them. Why not cut out the middleman and just get better at not burning yourself, right? So that's what I did. But I probably had dozens and dozens of alts while I was learning. Paul Beard Cleft, don't make me spread it open. You guys keep commenting on it, I'm going to spread it open and show you what's what. Don't make me get my fingers in there and give it a spread, because I'll do it. Well, I mean, Water ended up like leaving the game in a huff, I think, at some point. He's a very mysterious figure, man. Didn't leave me with much but the knowledge. Just kind of disappeared one day, you know? Didn't like, no big fucking like production about it. He just stopped coming. Maybe he had to burn water. Maybe he got sick of my shit. Who knows? But what he left behind was my knowledge to just be rich as fuck in that game and never have to work for it, right? It was retarded. By the time I quit that game, I had castles. I had 2 of them, right? Which were the biggest, most expensive type of house. I didn't even bother decorating them because it was just like nonchalant. They were just used as places to stash gear and as warp points that were safe in various areas so I could get my characters around. I had any boat you wanted, any piece of armor, any piece of weaponry. There was really nothing in the game that was beyond my ability to purchase it and have it not even hit my pocket, right? Let alone steal it off of somebody, kill somebody and take it. So it was just like one of those games where if you realized that the social compact was only enforced by you, right? That it was a game that relied on the honor system, just like life, It wasn't a fantasy realm where you were all going to go slay a dragon together, like you were allowed to be an evil character. It was over for me. Yeah, UO. What object in that game made you most proud? So there was one thing, like before I started getting really good at stealing, I remember colored plate armor, right? So there were different shades. There was standard plate, which was like a gunmetal kind of gray. Then there was like a silver plate that was a lighter silvery kind of looking thing. Gold, bronze, a bunch of different colors, right? And then there was black. And I wanted a set of black full plate in the worst way, but it was expensive as fuck. It was one of my first goals, and I never let go of it. I just kept it, you know. Black full plate, dude, was the shit back in the day. Yeah. I met Water trolling around as a newbie thief in the Britain graveyard. I was just like trying to do pickpockets, like naked and in a death robe and shit. And I was very rarely was I getting anything of note. And he killed my ass. And the next time I saw him, I remembered him, and he was like, "Shut up." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because he's like, "Come over here." And he's like, "You're blowing up my spot." Like, I don't want to talk right by the graveyard about how I ganked you the other day. Like, I'm trying to actually get people that have something. I was like, oh. And I was like, dude, I just steal it. And he was like, you don't ever steal shit. He was like, I killed you and I looted you. You had like 15 cents worth of garbage on you. You know what I mean? It was like, he really like it just started that way. And then I started, that was one of his hunting spots. So every time I saw him, I would give him a quick little like, wave or something. Started hanging out with him, asked him if he could teach me a couple things. He never really let me like have access to his inner sanctum, whatever that was, intelligently. He had a training house that he let me use for a while before I had my own house, so that I could pickpocket a pack mule. That's what you did to get your pickpocketing up past like 75. So you could like macro it or whatever. Some of my fondest game memories was trolling people with the chameleon spell and ganking them in Dark Souls 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't really do the fucking PvP type of ganking shit. I just don't get the same thrill, dude. I tried the Dark Souls PvP shit. It was fun like maybe 1 or 2 times. I couldn't just keep doing this, bro. It's just there's so long between action and stuff. I felt the same way about killing people in UO. It's like there were people that dedicated their whole characters to killing other people that are outside of the bounds of a town where there were no NPC guards. It was their whole character thing, is I want to beat you in a fight and take everything you got. Well, lucrative in bursts, but it pisses people off. It causes people to come do lynch mob shit, where they go back and get 5 friends and come back and you think they're alone and then 5 dudes jump. It just happens, right? You get got. And like what Water told me was, he was like, it's an interruption to business when I have to kill somebody. He's like, I'd rather pickpocket something and be gone before somebody realizes it's gone by chatting them up than kill them, because then I got to ride away and find another spot. Because if I just hang around in the same spot, everybody's going to know all the good game dries up, right? He taught me this shit. And it's like mafia shit, right? It's like, dude, murder is like last resort because it's an impediment to business. You understand me, kid? If it gets to that point and you have to kill a motherfucker, you kill a motherfucker, okay? But if it doesn't need to go to that point, you better not do it, Yeah, that's what he taught me. He was like, look, dude, you know what he told me that was the craziest shit? And I was young, right, playing this game in my teens. He was like, do you understand your life clock? And I was like, what? He was like, you got a certain amount of minutes to live and you're dead. Nobody knows how many, right? But it's limited. We all know that. And he was like, dude, He's like, how long do you really want to play this game to get rich? Like, how much of your life clock are you willing to devote? You know what I mean? Because doing it the way that you're doing it, oh, I want to kill this dude and take everything he's got. Oh, great. Now you got like 50 cents worth of shit. It's like you want to get like a bunch of shit and not that much time. You got to be fucking smart. And I was like, oh. So evil. It was so great. Is there a currency tracking system to detect people using alts to scam? Kind of. Like if you see, that's the thing is like if you just rip somebody off by pickpocketing them, they can cry to a GM all day. The GM's not even going to look at you. They're going to just be like, hey, dude, part of the game. Pickpocketing is part of the game. Don't run around in places where you don't trust people with a bunch of stuff in your bag, you know? Lesson learned, right? So it's like you just had, if you break the game rules or some shit, which I never really did much. I mean, there was a scam that used lag, which I would do this lag switching scam, and that was a tough one to do because you could get an account ban for lag switching somebody. But if it's just like somebody's dumb and oopsied, you know, a bunch of money on the ground and you picked it up, like, if this guy was a businessman IRL, probably, yeah. Probably an old. I definitely took him for like an older dude. I was a teenager doing this, right? And I definitely took him for a dude that he definitely had the wisdom of an older guy, but who knows? But yeah, I'd think he was probably like a business owner or like somebody in upper management or some shit, just trying to have fun in the game, right? And thinking like using the types of things he would use in a business deal in the game. Like, how do I really play people? It's like, what's better? You pull out a gun, you've committed a felony, right? I'm not talking about real life, but you get my drift, right? Pull out a gun, you've committed a felony, you put it in somebody's face, you've committed another felony, right? It's just like, you want to do that, or you just want to have them willingly give it to you and you're gone before they realize they've been fucked, right? That's the principle. Maybe he did work for a charity. I don't know, you know? Good old, did you look how fucking well the monkey button works, bro? Viewers still up. Monkey button in place. You feel me? I hate having to do it though, because I really feel like most people ought to be able to shamble in here and be an adult. But it's like that monkey button is just too, it's too good. The guy that made UO, Richard Garriott, is always working on a new MMO. Richard Garriott is a hustler, bro. And he's never made a game that's worth fucking playing outside of the Ultima series. So unfortunately, the dude, he promises the world, and when it comes to deliver, it just doesn't hold up. It's like he doesn't want to quite make UO again. And it's like, why not? Just take the whole systems of pre-Second Age UO, copy paste onto another game, call it a day. Hello, baby.
Sweet. I made a cilantro rice and seasoned beans if you want.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
If you don't, I'll put it away.
No, I'll come in and have some here in a minute. Yeah, that sounds really good. Thank you, baby.
I eyeballed it this time.
Oh, yeah? Awesome. The Ultima series even fell off. Oh, yeah. Ultima's got real unplayable. Anyway, I got to go because I got food to eat. I'll see you guys some other time, yeah? Bye.